So today we are going to reconstruct the retained earnings account just to find out how much dividends we have paid during the year. Okay, so dividends paid is recorded under financing activities under statement of cash flow. Okay, so when we pay dividends, there will be a cash outflow, and this cash outflow we need to record it in our SOCF under financing activities or operating activities. Okay, so in order to reconstruct this retained earnings T account, you need to know what are the things that will affect our retained earnings T accounts. So the first thing you need to record is the opening balance and the closing balance of the retained earnings account. Okay, so the opening balance of the retained earning account is 9,000 and the closing balance is 7,000. Okay, so under your T accounts, you will have opening balance on your credit side, which is 9,000, and your closing balance, which is 7,000 on your credit side. Okay, so this is the first thing you need to record in your retained earnings account, opening balance and closing balance. Okay, so the second thing you need to record is the profit after tax. Profit after tax will increase our retained earnings. Okay, so since it will increase our retained earnings account, it should be on the credit side. So I want you to look at your income statement, look at the profit after tax. Okay, you only record the profit after tax. It's not the profit before tax. It's not the total comprehensive income. You need to record the profit after tax, which is 13,000. Okay, so profit after tax will increase our retained earnings. Okay, so we credit retained earnings, profit after tax, 13,000. Okay, credit retained earnings, 13,000. Okay, so the next one will be, you have to look at your general reserve account. Look at your general reserve account and see whether there is any movement there. Okay, in this scenario, you can see that your general reserve account has increased from 2,000 to 6,000. That means your general reserve account increased by 4,000, which means that I transferred 4,000 from my retained earnings to my general reserve account. Since I transferred 4,000 from my retained earnings to my general reserve account, I need to record it in my T accounts as well. So I transferred 4,000 from retained earnings to general reserve. That means my retained earnings reduced by 4,000 because I transferred this 4,000 to the general reserve account. Okay, so my retained earnings reduced by 4,000. So since my retained earnings reduced by 4,000, I should debit retained earnings, 4,000, and the credit side of this entry will be in my general reserve. Okay, so since I transferred money from retained earnings to general reserve, 4,000, okay, my retained earnings reduced by 4,000. Okay, so once you have done, okay, you need to find out the balance, and then the balance will be the amount of dividend you have paid during the year. Okay, so in order to balance this account, you need to add the debit side and credit side and see which one is more. Okay, so 9,000 plus 13,000 equals to 22,000, and on your debit side there is only 21,000, so we take the amount which is more, 22,000. Okay, so once you have done, okay, find out the remaining balance, which is 1,000, and this is the amount that you paid. Okay, this is the amount of dividends you paid during that year. So you will have dividends paid, 11,000. Okay, so once you find out your dividends paid, you need to record it in your SOCF. Okay, under financing activities, you would have dividends paid of 11,000. Okay, so dividends paid is a cash outflow. Okay, so since this is a cash outflow, you need to put a bracket here. Okay, because this will reduce your cash balance.